Today we're going to do a neck liposuction with Renuvion. And the first thing we want to do is do the marks, and I want to show you some pertinent anatomy. One thing is she's young and she's got really youthful skin, but she has a little bit of platysmal bands. Well, she has preferred to address those with some Botox, and then when she's ready in a few years, we can always come back and divide those platysmal bands down here, and through a little small incision around her ear, we can bring those up and get rid of them. But today, since that's not her primary concern and she has no interest in it, through little tiny stab incisions right in front of the ear, underneath the chin, and in front of this ear, we're going to do some liposuctioning, and we're going to bring it up over her jawline. She's got really nice features. We want to accentuate those even more. We want to liposuction the entire anterior neck, just so we get a nice smooth redraping of the skin. And then on this side, same thing. The extent of our liposuctioning will be about like this. And then we're going to use the Renuvion, and because we have these 3 ports, one here, here, and here, as the gas is coming in this side, it can escape from this side. If it goes in from this side, it can escape from this side or this side, depending on which side of the neck we're in. And that's an important facet of this surgery. And then we're going to, once we've liposuctioned her skin, she doesn't have a lot of fat, but we're mainly making the tunnels so that we can then heat this tissue, this fibro, fatty, superficial support tissue, causing the contraction. And over the next 9 months, bring your chin down now. She will see this laxity that bothers her come back up, and we'll take advantage of the nice jawline that she already has.
And this is just lidocaine. All right, here's a stick.
So here's a couple of things before we get started I want to discuss. Number one is we have a shoulder roll underneath her shoulders, and that helps extend her neck without having her to do too much work. And then we've numbed up the little ports with some local anesthetic, and I pinch those to make sure that they're still numb, and they appear to be. And you'll notice these ports are just a little bit longer than we would normally use just for traditional liposuction, because we want egress of the helium to go unabated. So next what we do is we just go slow and steady, and I start high and then I work our way down as my assistant injects the tumescent fluid. So you have to activate your wand, and we just do that by touching something metal with it, and that activates it. The electrical charge and the plasma that's created from that. And then we're going to turn her head. Actually, you know what? We're going to go in the middle first, and we're going to get started. You can see you'll look for the skin to inflate with the helium, and you also might be able to see the plasma light through the skin. All right, and so that's the heating of the tissue in the midline. Now we express some of the helium out, and we're going to turn Alex's head away from us, and we're going to do the right side. And even though she didn't have a lot of laxity out here laterally, we're going to go ahead and treat it anyway, just because we want a generalized contraction of the tissue, and that we feel like helps with the central laxity in addition to the lateral aspect of the neck. And then we'll finish up on the left side. And then our final step is we don't want to leave any of this gas here, and plus we feel like some of the fatty acids that are left over from frying of fat cells can cause some inflammation. So we're going to suction out anything that's still left in here, whether it's gas or dead fat cells or anything else. And we don't try to do too much. We're just evacuating everything. And so we will put her in a little jaw bra that holds some compression on the neck for like 72 hours. And if she needs to go to the store, she can take it off and run to the store and then put it back on when she's laying around the house. And then we're going to close these 3 little tiny incisions with just 1 or 2 little tiny stitches. And then we'll be done. And she did great.
Awesome.